The much anticipated 400i is finally here after a year and more of joking, of memes, leaks, and so forth. We finally get our hands on it. Released flight ready in 315 PTU. This is the Penumbra paint job version, the golden black. Love the way the sun is shining off that as we travel in quantum to our location, where we'll tell you my thoughts after 3 days of flying the ship around. I gotta say, it's grown on me, and I will explain why. Now, imagine, if you will, you wake up, you're greeted by these blinding lights, as you should be when you wake up, and it is time to begin your day. So here we are in the captain's quarters. Now, I enjoy sleeping in my heavy armor. Don't judge me. I think it's very comfortable. And these are your quarters. Looking outside, we see the bright moons of Daymar. Is it Daymar? I think it is. And immediately you notice that this is a very well-designed, efficient space. Right underneath the bed here, they even have storage, which slides out. Those of you who may live in smaller spaces can appreciate the amount of planning and effort that went into making a little drawer which you can store things in. Now, moving over to your desk over here, you have 2 more drawers. Notice you can also lock these drawers, so you can be the only one to put those precious items you find in there. No one else can get a hold of it. Looking closely at the chair here, notice they even went as far as putting a comfortable foot pad at the bottom. Those who spend a lot of time in chairs can appreciate that. Nice widescreen over there, and we have some personal storage space for, I guess, your dinner jacket or dinnerware or whatever you're putting in there. Moving over to the right a bit, we see some nice decorative art, very reminiscent of what you see around the 890 jump. But let's take a look outside of this very well-designed captain's quarters. Immediately in front of you are the quarters for your 2 crewmates, each of which has their own single bunk and storage underneath that too, and their own personal storage compartments where they can store their suits or formal wear or casual wear, whatever they want in there too. Or you can also choose what you want them to wear, I guess. Efficient use of space, much nicer than what we had in the 600i. Gotta admit that. Let's start with the back of the ship here. So walking towards the back, we are greeted with this big communal area, the holo table, which has a star map. You can get your bearings of where you are, where you're trying to go, with a nice panoramic view of the outside. You'll never be stuck in the dark not knowing where you are. On the left here is a little dining area. Obviously you can sit down. And on the right we have a little kitchenette, which pretty fancy. Champagne fridge over there. I can't open that yet, but you will note on the left there are these 3 buttons yet unassigned. I can only imagine these will be for dining. I mean, dining for the fridge, for putting food in the fridge. And we have marble with gold inlay, very reminiscent of the 890 jump in design. Some fresh fruit and a nice cutting board over there. I don't think those will be functional, but just decorative. Let's make our way over to the front of the ship now. You just woke up in the morning, you gotta take care of some business, right? So on our left is where that happens. So everyone who's been complaining about these small ships not having facilities, look at this. I want that shower head in my actual house. That is amazing. And this mirror over here, if you actually just push a button over there, it'll open up and you have your shaving gear, aftershaves, and whatever other toiletries that come. Well, these are decorative, but I don't think you put stuff in there. Very nice, very pretty. Looking over to the right, we have some more toiletries, shampoos for your shower. But where is the toilet, you say? Well, glad you asked. So, you push that. But no, that's not it. I think I just closed the door. Is it... No, that's the lock. Is it you? Yes, here we go. Space toilet. Right? But we're not done yet. Look at it. Look at it. Amazing. I like it. I like it a lot. But what does the other button do, you ask? Well, what happens when there's a problem with your toilet? You need a space plunger. I love the attention to detail. A little garbage over there, a little space plunger, and it all tucks away. I'm not sure what that is. It all tucks away very neatly. A lot of thought went into this. I love it. I want to see this on all my ships. And here you have some more storage. Yet again, I guess a bathrobe or casual wear, or I guess you swap out your dirty armor when you come in after a long day of work. Let's head back out, and I guess the door locks work. Is that locked? Hang on. No? Still not? Oh, okay, that is locked. Oh, nice indication it's locked. That is beautiful. I love the new interface. Nice. On our left is the cockpit. Let's actually go downstairs first and do the rest of the ship before we get back up there. And let's head to the technical deck. That elevator is fast. That's how all the elevators should be. So you are greeted with this area down here. There actually a ladder. There is a ladder to get you back up. I guess if the elevator is not working for some reason, if there's no power perhaps, but they've dedicated that space to a ladder to take you up. But you're greeted with this nice area here with this beautiful blue tinted transparent glass that hides all the important parts for your ship. And taking a look behind you, here's your climate controls. Hit the button, it opens up. And here we go. Now you have 3 size 2 coolers. These are the Snowfall S2 coolers by default behind these beautiful looking panels. I feel that right now these aren't very exciting, but we know when the game comes out there will be rare drops. You could find some size 2 cooler that puts out immense amount of efficiency, and you want to show this off to your friends. What better way to basically showcase the cool systems and components you find by putting them in a very well designed, nicely lit, refrigerated kind of looking place, and just very nicely presented. A way to show off all the components that you've managed to get for your ship. Moving over to the right, we have our avionics package right over there. That component looks like it could use a good upgrade, nicely displayed like the rest of them. Let's take a look at what's across the aisle on this side. Again, climate controlled environment gives you a nice sense of chilling mist coming down, keeping your shield and radar here. Now you do have 3 size 2 surveyor radars back here, which is good, actually pretty good for this exploration ship. Obviously you need a good radar set over there. And your size 3 shield, this is a Guard civilian grade C size 3 shield, very decent. Also, no doubt there will be upgrades coming to that, making this ship pretty tanky and obviously very survivable as you head out to the fringe of space doing your exploration or bounty hunting or whatever you want to do. The ship is very flexible in its roles. Now let's close this up here, can't leave doors open, and make our way over to the cargo area. The 400i is not a dedicated cargo runner. You are carrying 42 SCUs of cargo, much smaller than say the comparable Mercury Starliner with 114. Now here we have your power plant components. The 400i will be carrying 3 size 2 Sedulity. Am I pronouncing that Sedulity? Sedulity industrial grade B power plants. Decent enough for a ship this size, definitely nice enough to make it go where it needs to go. And you also have all your escape pods. These are non-functional at the moment, but you can imagine a time very soon where there's a fire, there's red lights flashing, you run, you jump into one of these, you smash the button, and that thing shoots out, saving you, and your ship can explode. Looking forward to, well, I'll probably be using those a lot, but nice to see them in a nice area like this. Another power plant. Back here we have the batteries which power the ship when it needs the battery power. I can't find a way to access that. Is there a way to open it? I'm not sure there is, but couldn't find that. Your third power plant, your next 2 escape pods, and finally at the end over there, your quantum jump drive, which is a size 2 Torrent quantum drive. Will take you from Port Olisar to Microtech in 7 minutes 39 seconds. It is not bad at all, but obviously something which you'll be working to upgrade. Keep in mind all these components will be upgradable, making your ship personalized and awesome to you. Some nice lighting there, reminiscent of the 890 jump and the 600. And I wish these doors would open a bit sooner. Let's make our way to the front of the section over here, where one of the more unique items comes, and here we are, the gravity generator. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but there is no other ship in this size with a gravity generator displayed like that. This is an interesting design choice. On our left over here we have the docking collar. which I will open by pushing the button over there. And there we go. Let's have a beautiful look outside. And okay, that is not supposed to happen. I guess that's a fast way to get back into your bed. All right, back we go. So yes, that's the good way and the most efficient way to actually get back into your bed. Let me call up our zippy little elevator here. Yep, yeah, all elevators must work this way from this day onwards, or your ship is trash. Yeah, excellent. All right, let's try that again. Here we go. Door opens. Look at that. Gravity generator and... Okay, I'm not falling out this time. That was an interesting bug. I will try replicate that. So here we are. You can see outside. You can jump outside, but that's where the docking collar will go. Let's close it up because it's getting dust into my new clean ship. And let's take a look over here. So in front of the generator over there is where your X1 will go. Now you can actually fit your NOx in there, and I've seen people actually cram a Grey Cat in there too. This thing has so much room for activities. Probably my favorite part of the ship is right here with the storage lockers right by the entrance. And here we have my weapons locker. As you can see, I've started to stock up with a couple of essentials: sniper rifle, SMG, and I've put 2 pistols. Very cool. As you can see, the ammo count on your pistols, that one does indeed have 30, and that one is empty. You can even see from the outside what the ammo count is. Very useful. Let's close that up and move on to the other lockers here, which are 3 spacesuits or whatever you want to fit in there. Again, you and your friends come in, you store your spacesuits. Now, I guess if you're role-playing heavily, you can store your spacesuits and go into your casual wear. Moving on to the back of the ship. Actually, should we just open... Yeah, let's open this door here. So, I love the entrance to this ship. Look at this. Stairs open up. The entrance here is so much... I wish the Mercury Star Runner was planned this way. This is beautiful. Look at the way you can simply walk out and... Let me just do a nice walk over there. Here we go. And I realize I've now forgotten to talk about the cockpit, but I'll get back to the cockpit, I promise. Or will I forget? We'll see. And let's just take a nice casual walk as you wake up in the morning, take a look around and whatever moon or planet you've gone to. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? Now, I have to admit, I was not a fan of this nose section in the beginning. I found this design to be a little weird. This isn't your classic Origin design. The 600i looks kind of smooth. Also the 100 series, the 300 series. Why they went with this kind of hook-nosed front end, I don't know. But damn it, not now, Calyx. I have to accept he'll... Okay, there. Happy? Well, I hope he's happy. I couldn't have rejected that because then he'd be pissed, right? So, I'm not really sure. No, I'm busy. Go away. I'm not sure why they settled on this design, and it throws me off a bit, but I do like this beefy landing gear. I love the way these pistons look. I love the way they're kind of sleek and slender, yet very beefy from the side. And everything tucks in there. Obviously, I guess for landing gear purposes, that's why the nose is longer and just gives more stability. Now, these 2 buttons here, one opens up the bay to your X1. Here she comes. Well, I didn't load it in, but imagine there was an X1 or a NOx in there. Awesome. You've come back from your bounty mission, whatever it is. You park your bike in there. You push this button. Bike goes back up. Love it. Efficient design. Perfectly placed. I wish all ships had something like this. Perfect. It's bugging out a bit over there. Again, this is 3.15 early patch. There's going to be a bit of problems. And the other button there closes up the staircase. Give that a close. There we go. Beautiful animation. Goes up nice and slow. Obviously, the stairs work. They don't kill you anymore like they used to. And weaponry. Here we go. We have 2 size 4 hardpoints carrying size 3 gimbals. This puts out about 1,000 DPS with these weapons here. It's okay. It's not great, but then again, this is not a fighter ship. You can swap that for fixed size 4s. They'll put out 1,250 DPS with those guns on them. But again, It's decent. You're not meant to get into PvP fights with the ship, but it's more than enough to handle any kind of PvE engagement you may have. Walking towards the back, we have access to our cargo, and we push this button over here. Again, this is 42 SUs of cargo. You can carry a Cyclone. I've seen a Cyclone being jammed in there, or any other vehicle. More than enough what you need for the purpose of the ship. It is not a cargo ship. It is more exploration type, or just your home away from home. Think Razor Crest if you're trying to play the bounty hunter. This ship fits that role very, very nicely. A bit of the plants clipping through that, but that's okay. And close up nicely, all nice and neat. I love the sound of that retracting. Very, very good. Taking a look at the nice beefy landing gear on this side. Beautifully designed. They've done a great job with all the moving components decorated over there with a little bit of imagery, the Origin branding. There we see a thruster, and a close look at the paint job. So that is gold. And let me walk into the sun part of it. You'll see it better. The engine components, I mean the engine exhaust part of it, very reminiscent of Origin design. Same design as the 600 and the 890 and the 300. Top and bottom turrets, obviously. Those are remote size 2, I mean 2 size 3s with Panthers on them, putting out a combined 2000 DPS. And here's the gold on this side of it. Typically, this is the penumbra paint. Typically, this paint job is reserved for the 600i, which you only get this executive paint job if you have spent over $25,000. So for them to give you this paint job for concierge is a nice treat, and I do like it a lot. Moving back to the front, very sleek. The ship just says speed when you look at it. Where's my helmet? There it is. All right. So final thoughts, and it handles a bit sluggish. Be aware this is not the final flight model. It's still being tweaked, but overall, I gotta say, I'm a little mixed between the MSR and this. Obviously, this is the new hotness. This is the new ship. It's exciting. It's fun. I love the interior design in the ship. I love the fact that when you go inside, you're right where you need to be. You don't have to walk through 20 doors like the Mercury Star Runner. Everything is within 1 or 2 clicks. Everything is within 1 or 2 rooms. I don't know what to say. I need to spend more time in it, but overall, I give it a solid 9 out of 10. And I obviously have purchased it. Let me just take a step back here, take a look from a distance, because I've got to get my bearings on this. And the more I look at it, the more I like it. The interior sells it. I'm not too hot on the shape of the exterior with the cockpit. That's kind of they took a piece of the 890 and put it in there. But the more time I spent with it, the more it grows on me. And it's just what a small solo ship or a small crew of 1 or 2 people, maximum 3, it's the perfect ship for you and 2 friends to go on little adventures, little bounty hunting, and as we saw in the example in CitizenCon with a trip to Pyro, collecting some artifact. It's a small ship, but it's got enough fuel and sufficient firepower and enough shield to be tanky. You take your little Nox or your bike, it drops out there. It's been planned perfectly. And after the last 3 days of flying around and getting material for this video, I'm satisfied. I'm extremely satisfied, and this ship definitely has a permanent place in my fleet. Would recommend, yes. Oh, and the price, $220, and obviously choice of paints. Don't forget the Meridian paint also available, which the worn version of you saw during CitizenCon. And in true Star Citizen fashion, especially PTU, I had a disconnect there, so I had to respawn, grab the ship again to do the cockpit, which I said I would not forget. And here it is. It is clean. It is wide open. It has these gorgeous, chunky looking co-pilot seats, turret gunner seats on both sides. Look at those seats. I love the design of that. It just looks like it's chunky. Chungus seats. And very minimalistic, clean design all the way through. Here's the captain's chair. I'm going to plop myself in there. You can take a look. There's some very Well, excuse I lost my armor. I'm in the hospital gown. Don't ask. And here we are in the pilot seat. All the basic controls you can think of. I can imagine the day when VR does finally come to this, that this will all be actually pressable with your hands. Power, flight ready, weapons on. These buttons don't really seem to react much, but the ones on the left do. There we are. Everything you need right over there, and I like it. Look at this beautiful window. No struts. After years of complaining about struts, we now get a beautiful wide open strutless windows. You can see all around you. I like it. Closing thoughts on the 400i. I think that if you have a ship like the Mercury Star Runner, or a Freelancer, or the upcoming Corsair, or whatever MISC exploration ship comes up next, it's going to be some tough competition. At the end of the day, I think if the aesthetics of the ship please you, if the interior works for you, and I think the interior works for everyone. I'm sold on this ship just based on the interior alone. It might be a tough competition between this, the Corsair, and whatever MISC exploration ship comes out in the future. But if you like what you see here so far, no complaints. You definitely have a great ship. I think this makes a great mobile home, a camper, a home away from home, something you can travel with. It definitely makes a good fit for what most people want out of this game in terms of exploration, mission running, and so forth. With that, let's wrap it up. Give me your thoughts. Are you melting something to get the 400i? Are you buying it out straight up for cash? Let me know what's your favorite paint job. And if you enjoy my channel and this content, give me that thumbs up, subscribe. Your comments below, always appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next one. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice.